Canada has acted on Pakistan terror funding. Canada revoking the charity status of the Candaian Islamic organization. For further details on this, let's go straight across to Ritangshu Bhattacharya joining us with more updates. Ritangshu, over to you.
Yes, thanks, Uday. We have these reports of the Canada Revenue Agency here. I'll just go through the operative parts very quickly once again, Uday. It says that the letters to audit the books and records of the Islamic Service of Canada, the organization by the Canada Revenue Agency. And now here is the operative part here. Now, according to our audit findings, the organization issued donation receipts for a total of Canadian dollars of 340,516 under one of three donation categories: relief, zakat or masjid, based on the purpose of donations collected. Based on the information we have reviewed, it is our understanding the funds received by the organization were not gifts made to it, but rather gifts made to the Islamic Center of Toronto, including gifts intended for further disbursement to a foreign organization in Pakistan. That is the key crux here of a foreign organization in Pakistan, which has led to Canada acting upon this particular group and in an effort to further cut the terror strings of terror, or the purse strings of terror outfits in Canada.
Indeed, because this is the route that is believed to be used, Ritangshu, in the funneling of funds which are used to perpetuate terror across the world, and that's why, of course, now countries are acting on this funding source.
Yes, indeed, and this is further proof of the fact that India's efforts to raise the matter of Pak getting funds from from other countries in order to be able to fund itself is being finally recognized by other countries. We have seen that happen with the United States of America, and now it seems it's happening with Canada as well.
Absolutely, and because Ritangshu, very often the excuse used in Pakistan for terror organizations is that they are charity organizations. They conduct terror under the garb of charity. And that's why, of course, this is another significant development, Ritangshu, in that regard.
Indeed, absolutely. And I believe Uday, our strategic affairs editor, Ashish Singh, is also joining us on the phone line. Ashish, this is a very big step in India's efforts to globally ostracize Pakistan.
That's right. On 26 June, United States announced Syed Salahuddin as specially designated global terrorist. This after enough evidence against Pakistan government that they were funding Hizbul Mujahideen chief enough evidence against Pakistan government that they were funding Hizbul Mujahideen chief Syed Salahuddin. In last 48 hours, South Korea withdrawing and in fact at least deciding to review its investment proposals in one of the projects in Muzaffarabad in the POK. And now the Canadian government are cracking down and finding out exactly the details of how some of the organizations which basically under the name of NGOs were giving funding to terror, and they've named in this audit report by the Canadian authority has named exactly how and where these funds were being routed for terror funding. Remember, Canada has huge Indian population, the Indian origin population, and that's where exactly it becomes extremely important to see this report from the prism of India connection.
Absolutely. Now, Ashish, just stay with us. We're also opening this up now. Brigadier Mahalingam, Strategic Affairs Analyst, joins us on the broadcast, as does Arsalan Bhatti, Bureau Chief of Dunya News from Pakistan. Brigadier Mahalingam, first to you. Your reaction to this development coming in from Canada?
See, this has been going on from all over the place. Pakistan's militant outfit, as also Jamaat-e-Islami, has been getting money from all over the world in the pretext of some religion, sometimes some health, sometimes something to do with natural calamities. And this money is being used for terror-related funding. This time it is, this is what has happened now in Canada. Few months ago, you are aware, Kananis have been arrested in the United States and they have been punished. And thirdly, before that, U.S.-American Council has also been responsible for certain money being laundered, where that one of the main culprits have been punished. So this has been going on. What is required? The point is that it is not good enough that this matter is ended there. there is a need to investigate, put all these cases, including those in which the Gilanis and Yasin Malik and the other people have directly received money, and thereafter bring this matter to the notice of Financial Action Task Force, which is Paris-based, and which has been investigating into this matter of money laundering for terror-related.
No, that's a valid point you're making, sir. That's a valid point you're making. Let's take that also to Arsalan Bhatti for a reaction from Pakistan. Arsalan Bhatti, it looks that you're increasingly being isolated across the world. We saw the kind of reaction which had come in from the United States earlier on on Modi's visit to meet with Donald Trump. Then we saw their, their decision to change the statement yesterday to India-administered Kashmir to Jammu and Kashmir, recognizing that India, has full control over Jammu and Kashmir and it is not a disputed territory as you claim. And now this action is coming in from Canada. Mr. Bhatti, what's your reaction?
Pakistan, including as a Pakistani, I never ever support any terrorist group where and when it is formed, when it is working, where it is working. I never support any terrorist group, whether it is in Pakistan, whether it is in India, whether it is in Canada, whether it is in any part of the world, number one. Number two, there is no question of isolation. Why Pakistan is isolated? Pakistan is not isolated. Pakistan is doing everything what is possible against terrorism, against the terrorist outfit, against the network. Pakistan army was very good functioning against the terrorist outfit, and it is carried out regularly its operations against the terrorists, and till time we had eliminated not 100.
All right, we'll have to leave it at that, Mr. Bhatti, but thanks for joining us with your reaction. Also thanks to Brigadier Mahalingam who joined us earlier, and Ashish Singh and Ritangshu.